182. On this Sunday, 28th of October, in the year 2018. I, Alan, as always, plead for peace on our holy temple. The war mode seems to be ingrained in our psyche. How do we go around daily in our business, knowing that countries are armed to the hilt, and some with atom bombs? How do we go around knowing that the biggest earner or biggest expenditure is the arms trade worldwide? We sense it as the most natural event in man's history. The death of Jesus, of pure innocence, and the death of Latimer and Ridley through misunderstanding, carry the call. Stop war now. We are beginning to understand the psyche of man. It is there in our genome. The hominid types fighting and killing over territory for their survival. My friends, we are now a unique species of total understanding of man's existence. We have schooling for the children, colleges and universities for our adults. We have art, literature, and science. We recognize the name Jehovah of the three tenses. We are the very atoms of his name. My friends, what more could we wish for? I, Alan, am here as your Messiah. I give you the instruction for living and not for dying. You yourselves have procured me, and I delight in my responsibility. The peace trains to her have not as yet begun. They are a very serious proposition be set in motion. As soon as they begin, every country on the world stage will turn their attention to diminishing the antiquated war materials, especially the atom bombs. My friends, I do not write unnecessary plaintiffs, but a genuine belief that if we continue with the war modes, our existence will cease. Following that, Jehovah's black holes in the billions or trillions of universes in the four formations will foul up. The void will take over, and a constant hum will ruminate till complete stillness is obtained. My friends, all we have to do to prevent this is to live in peace together. My friends, I would like to make a proposal that will please all the 8.5 billion people on the world stage. You will all have pleasure in a working environment of peace and love. You will all have a meaningful life in every country on the world stage. My friends, the Bible and Quran say it all. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Ishmael, Moses and Jesus, and more recently, Latimer and Ridley. My friends, how do I continue? It is so easily expressed. It is in our genes yesterday that will be administered today. And we set off tomorrow. There will be no expense, for we stop the arms trade, and there will be continued joy for mankind, plants and animals. the peace trains to Ur. My friends, I deliver you all in one piece to remain in peace. It is all so simple. Israel and China Israel and China Israel and China. The peace train from Jerusalem to Ur. My friends, listen to me, please. There is that substance in us called atoms. The atoms are the substance of Jehovah, and the additional 3 tenses are a sure certainty that there is more to life than meets the eye. My friends, can't you see it already? The Empire State Building. The dancing lady. The rose. Man's ingenuity in all things. My friends, I, Alan, have already spread the seas with gold, and the earth with silver. I have already utilized the number 6, 6, 6 in the title. I have already commented on the Newtonian rings and the shadow. Let us continue with our law and order and the 1 and 0 of Moses. Let us say to those early Egyptians of the mighty pharaohs, if you are there on Pluto, we will greet you soon. I say to Israel and China, Israel and China, Israel and China, unite together, my brothers, and build the peace train from Jerusalem to Ur. My friends, listen to me, please. Jesus, Latimer, and Ridley are with us today. how do I express this in order to emphasize the emergency of the situation? How many countries have the atom bomb? A countless number. It is total madness that must stop. We are the rose. We are the dancers. We have the music, song and dance. How soon after the Olympic Games did countries almost immediately turn their attention to war games? My friends, the war modes stop now. I, the Messiah, demand it. We have seen the crucifix. We have seen the deaths of Latimer and Ridley. We have the death of innocents in 2 world wars. We have seen the inhuman plight of native Africans nailed down in ships, setting sail to the Americas. We have seen the death of innocents in Vietnam after the Second World War. We now plead together for world peace, music, song and dance, and the liberation of mankind from the hominid to Lucy and Neanderthalis, and thence to Israel and China in the peace trains, to my friends, I give a futuristic approach. We build the peace trains to and concentrate on the ziggurat. The Latimer and Ridley beam from the ziggurat will spread worldwide. We will have domes in every household. Mankind is genius. Mankind himself is Jehovah. Mankind is total brilliance. Mankind is the rose. I will not tolerate anything less than calling mankind gods. And we shall enter the configurations as the vowels within the consonants. The vowels are the music, song and dance, muscle and blood and skin and bone. And the consonants are the atoms and subatomic particles of Jehovah. Jehovah is a corporate body, or the fundamental existence of matter in eternity, whether in the past, present, or future. The genome can be considered as a subtle constitution of its history in all life forms. My friends, it would be my greatest pleasure if China would accept the name Jehovah, not as a religion, but as the conceptual understanding of mankind, plants and animals, and the three tenses. It would no way undermine the greatness and power of China, but will give the greatest respect for the atom. The atom is not for splitting, and even the usage of the atom in atomic power stations could be considered as sacrilege. It would be my greatest pleasure if China could give respect to the fundamental particle of our existence, and that of plants and animals, the atom. The name Jehovah symbolizes those atoms. Our very existence of man, plants and animals is considered to be these very atoms coated by our own muscle and blood and skin and bone, which is the whole of life on our holy temple. Mighty China, the most populous country on the world stage. World peace is in jeopardy. Start the peace trains. I say to mighty China, a small strip of the Eastern Mediterranean is called Israel. The capital city of Israel is named Jerusalem. One man of pure innocence was crucified. There seems to be mischief on the world stage to perpetuate the killing of innocents. Bombs dropped from the air, killing mother and child. The atom bomb destroys all. Are we in danger to use the atom in power stations? The atom and subatomic particle should not be used other than in the glory of Jehovah's name, and that we are the muscle and blood and skin and bone, the very essence of Jehovah himself. I, Alan, say to China and Israel, your deliberation of peace trains from Jerusalem, Ararat, Riyadh and Tehran will cause immediate peace on the world stage. At present, we are heading for extinction. I say to mighty China and Israel, the first peace train from Jerusalem to will cause the immediate cessation of war modes. It will bring a contagion of music, song and dance, which will arise in the skies and spread its wings throughout the four formations of Jehovah. I say to China, this is not a fairy story, but the realization that man has risen from the hominid to the cultured feature of Homo sapiens sapiens sapiens, displaying music, song and dance, and the orchestra. I say to China of the Big Five, United States, France, Russia and England, we are able to work together to perpetuate mankind. Peace trains to from Ararat, Tehran, Riyadh and Jerusalem will cause utter joy for Jehovah and the whole of mankind. The void will be no more. Our existence through the Newtonian rings will be assured. My friends, France and Saudi Arabia, peace trains to My friends, Africa and Holland, peace trains to My friends, Poland and Tel Aviv, peace trains to my friends, Japan and Australia, peace trains to my friends, all countries on the world stage, peace trains to my friends, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac and Jacob. My friends, love and marriage, all countries on the world stage, unite. Peace trains to arise, ye peoples on the world stage. Shylock, Jessica and Shakespeare, and the dolphin in our seas. The waters are golden, the earth is silvery, every living cell cries out. We cover the atom and subatomic particle of Jehovah with our very body. Jehovah is the living spirit of remembrance from the hominid to Homo sapiens 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 and into the future tense. I, Alan, shout to Shakespeare, how am I doing? Shakespeare answers, keep your shirt and tie on, Alan. Tie up your shoelaces and get the feet of man, woman and child dancing the tango. The clouds above New York City are clearing, and the words, nation shall speak peace unto nation. I, Alan, speak to my close relative, William Shakespeare. Sing along, trundle, makeshift, circular apparent. The Newtonian rings come alive. Swing high, swing low, sweet chariot, carry us forth to New Orleans or Jupiter or Mars. May the Latimer beam deliver its message. Mankind shall go forth from the wilderness of trial and error to the continual placement of the dome in pastures green. The Newtonian ring and the delightful robin deliver us from utter depravity into music, song and dance. My friends, I, Alan, the inferior one, when compared with the sheer beauty of man, woman and child, announce world peace as the continuum of man's existence. Shalom. 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 Abraham at Ishmael, Isaac and Jacob worldwide. We travel first class in the dome.